Do you ever feel like you're just spinning your wheels? You're working really hard, but nothing is happening, and you're just wasting your potential. There is a phenomenon known as the winner effect. It has been rigorously studied and tested. It applies to all aspects of life. We see it in sports, dating, competition, and it's 100% applicable to music. The concept of the winner effect was actually first studied in mice. Scientists had two mice compete, mouse A, mouse B. But the whole thing was rigged so that mouse B would lose and mouse A would win. And they let them compete, and again and again. So in the first situation, of course, mouse A won. It was rigged. But in the second competition, it was not rigged. It had a fair playing field, and mouse A continued to win, and over and over. And this study was duplicated dozens of times, all over the world, and with various different setups. Always the same result. Success breeds success. I'm gonna say that again. Success breeds success. And this is not just like some woo-woo, like spiritual hippie stuff. This is legitimate, and it's seen on a chemical level. Your hormones, your dopamine, your cortisol levels, all are affected by this. But how does this help you? What does this have to do with you and your music? I'm gonna teach you how to hijack this principle and use it to increase your winning percentage. If you don't know, I'm Justin. I run Cosmic Academy. We're an artist development program. We've been around now for over 10 years. We've worked with over 900 incredible students, and our students, they get results. They win a lot. They sign to the biggest labels like Spinnin', Defected, Anjuna, Monster Cat. They play the biggest festivals in the world, Ultra, Tomorrowland. Every year we have 4 or 5 students play EDC. And the winner effect is seen and used by our students. You know, I'll have a student sign 10 records in a year after signing 0. But you might still be sitting there thinking, Justin, in this mouse study, the mouse still had to win first, right? And maybe you're thinking that way because you're not winning right now. Well, the winning is actually not required. You don't physically have to win. It can be perceived. Let me explain. There's another study done on this exact concept, and it was actually done during the World Cup. Brazil was playing Italy, and fans watching this match were tested. They were tested before and after the match. Brazil ended up winning. Congratulations to Brazil. And the fans watching Brazil experienced the same type of chemical increase, even though they weren't the ones playing the game. And the fans of the losing team experienced the same kind of downgrade as if they were on the field. So it's entirely in our minds. What's extremely interesting about this is this concept called neuroplasticity. Your brain can literally change its structure. The more it does something, the more it changes. You can actually mold your brain and change it to a winning brain. Now, how do we adapt this to your music career? First, I need to shamelessly plug our school. We don't take any sponsorship money. We don't take any ad money to do any reads or anything. Turn them all down. I don't want to sit here and try to sell you razors or athletic greens, but I will tell you that we have a fantastic premium program. The program is personalized to your needs. We work with you hands-on in the music and the branding to help get you to that next level. It's been so successful that we are literally sold out months and months and months in advance. Right now, we're taking applicants for our next session. We only take 15 people. So if you want to apply, I'll leave a link below in the comments. So back to the winner effect. How do we adapt this to your music? First thing is you're actually contributing to your brain losing because of the goals that you set. When you tell your brain that you need to play EDC or that you need to sign to this huge label and then it doesn't happen, your brain perceives it as loss. In the studies, the mouse that lost had a 3 times greater chance to keep losing. Your brain is literally built to set goals and achieve them. You get dopamine hits for finding food or procreating or shelter. So instead of making your goal to play EDC, make it to make your bed today. I'm dead serious. Make it finish a song today. Maybe it's make one piece of content today. That's what your brain wants. I know you think I was kidding about the make your bed one, but there's another entire book and study on this very principle. The book is called Make Your Bed by this really famous admiral, and it discusses how if you make your bed at the start of the day, you've set a goal, you've achieved the goal, and the winner effect is happening. Now you're more likely to win for the rest of the day. So something I have my students do in our class is I make them write every day very small goals that they have to achieve. Not like, oh, I'm going to sign with Spinnin' Records today, but small ones like doing chores or organizing their samples, competing little music tasks. What it does is it locks in on that goal setting, goal achieving mechanism. It's that word I said before, neuroplasticity. So after enough time of doing this, the brain can actually change. That's why I'll have students come to me where they have like 0 records signed and 0 gigs. And a year later, they signed 15 records and are playing 50 shows. Success breeds success. I think the general problem we have in music is it's a really romantic thing to think big. And sure, it's good to think big, but when our entire goal is a Grammy nomination or to headline Coachella, our brain is thirsty for a win. And when our brain doesn't get that, it's starving and it perceives it as a loss. It's all about perception. Think about the World Cup fans. Make your goals and tasks extremely granular. Start feeding your brain exactly what it wants. This is literally how your brain was developed for thousands of years of evolution. If you start paying attention to this, you will start seeing it in various aspects of your life. And you might have even noticed it in some people around you. Why does this guy always get the girl? He's not that cool, but that guy just always gets the girl, right? It's the winner effect. I even noticed it in my own life. I threw concerts starting at age 18. I'm almost 38. That's 20 years in this business. And at the beginning, my shows were awful. No one came. There was terrible, bad venues. Everything was awful. And I felt like a loser because I was losing. But I did a show one night and it wasn't great, but it was decent. It was okay. There were some people there. And one of my colleagues came up to me and he literally said this. I'll never forget this. He said, "You're going to do great in this business because you're a winner." And I'll never forget that. And I just kind of kept believing it. It happens with social media. It happens with the gym. Once you start viewing the world in this way, once you start looking for small wins, you will become that winner. Here's another way to get a small win right now. Right now, tell yourself you're going to learn some awesome new things, and I'm going to have the algorithm suggest to you one of our videos. Go watch that next. We'll see you in there.